Just kidding. It's not the new year. But it is our...
Well, okay. Someone could be listening to this on New Year's.
Oh, that's true.
It
Happy
could also
New
be the
Year's.
Jewish New Year.
Happy New Year's, everyone. Jewish or secular?
Cool. Okay. Hey, guys. So if you could pay all of Jake's bills... I mean, what?
Dude, Matthew was joking earlier about hacking into my bank account. And I told him, good luck getting your $12.
Okay. I wasn't going to do it because I want to have more money, though I do. I was going to do it because Jake doesn't care about information security.
What are they going to steal
so it was
from
to
me?
Make a point. It's to make
I
a point.
posted cringe shit on the internet when I was a kid, but nothing like scary. It was me going like, I had a Coca-Cola shirt that was written in Hebrew cursive. And one time I posted a video alone on a Kodak camera when I was home alone. And I was like, I got that Jew Coca-Cola, Jewy Coca-Cola. I got that Jew Coca-Cola on.
Is that the whole story?
Yeah.
Well,
Wow.
hello and welcome back.
Wow.
We're the Tough Cut Podcast. I'm Matthew.
I'm Alex.
And I got that Jew Coca-Cola, Jewy Coca-Cola. I'm Jake. I'm sorry, guys. I'm just so hyped because for the first time in such a long time, I can actually see Matthew and Alex, and they could see me. Like,
Yeah.
look at this
This is
shit.
crazy. Major
I love it.
upgrades.
High budget podcasting, okay? And well, this is the official episode 57, because last episode was an unnumbered bonus. Insane.
Wait, you guys didn't number it?
I felt like
You just skipped numbering it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
nah.
that one was a loosey-goosey.
It was in case
Oscar
we were
prediction
bad,
episode.
and in case like all our predictions were bad, we were just gonna burn it.
Destroy it, never to be seen again. But we were
But it
surprisingly
turns out,
accurate.
yeah, it turns out we
Well,
fucking
but-
rock.
We'll talk Oscars later.
Yeah,
Right
yeah, yeah.
now, it's the Disney Channel original movie bracket finale. Oh boy.
Woo!
Hell yeah.
That's crazy.
Um,
I can't believe we've made it this far. We watched these movies like a month ago.
yeah, it's been a minute. And so to remind everyone in our audience, alongside Alex, what is even in this bracket? Because he mentioned not 10 minutes ago, I don't even remember what movies.
It's true. I did not.
Today we're
Yeah.
going to be talking about Zenon, Girl of the 21st Century, and High School Musical. But before we do that, we've got some honorable mentions.
Oh, guys, spoilers. We're going to be spoiling so many. We might spoil the Oscars, even though you probably know what happened. But
Yeah.
oh, yeah. Oh, Cruella for best costume design. I was really happy with that, guys. I was really happy. Anyway, but yeah, we'll be spoiling these movies that we mentioned, probably honorable mentions, and the others. Like, we're going to be spoiling stuff. So just look out for that. Look out, cover your ears if you hear something that you don't want to hear. Wait, do whatever you got to do to avoid spoilers, but still listen to us.
There we go.
Yeah,
Good
avoid
save.
spoilers, but still listen to our content.
Shall we jump into this?
Let's do it. Matt, why don't you start us off?
Yeah, what you got?
So I think that there's a big long list of super easy ones that I could just shoot off, considering I chose Halloweentown 2 and High School
Mhm.
Musical. We could perchance say High School Musical 2 would be an honorable mention.
Nice.
Nah, weak.
Weak.
This is something I wanted to get into later today. I like the second High School Musical more than the first one. I think the first one is, and I guess this is something we can get into talking about DCOMs, but I feel like the first one is very much in that transition period where I feel like the second one has cemented itself as like, this is what DCOMs are now, and it like really figured out the formula.
Mhm.
So I'm curious to see what you guys think about that, but I really enjoy the second High School Musical.
Yeah, I mean, as I said, it was an honorable mention. Maybe if we do this bracket again in the future, someone will steal High School Musical 2 from me. Hey, Alex, do you want to hit us with one of your honorable mentions?
Nope.
Okay, Jake.
Hell yeah.
No, I got one. I got one.
Oh,
I got
damn
one.
it. I thought
got
my
one.
time to rise had come.
In a second. I just figured.
So I will start out with the one that. So I mentioned earlier in one of our earlier episodes that my wife was so mad at me that I gave her 2 of my 3 picks for this bracket.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Well, she was still upset at me, and if I had given her 3 picks, her next one would have been the Cheetah Girls. I haven't seen the Cheetah Girls, but people tell me it's good. What do you guys think
I haven't
about the
seen the
Cheetah
Cheetah
Girls?
Girls in general. Where are they?
Cheetah
Can they be
Girls
saved?
Can they be? You gotta strut like you mean it.
Anyway,
Free your mind. That's
Jake's
not
got a real
enough,
comment.
Just a dream and come on.
Wait,
come
is
on.
that Cheetah Girls?
That's Cheetah Girls 2. And that was going to be
Fuck,
one of my
that-
honorable mentions.
That song rocks.
Much like Alex prefers High School Musical 2, you prefer Cheetah Girls 2? Should we just do a sequel? A sequel DCOM bracket?
I mean, they got some good sequels. What can I say? Although High School Musical 3, in my opinion, is better than 2. And that's a hot opinion.
But that's
a
not DCOM.
hot one.
It's got a theater reel.
I know.
Wow, you think High School Musical 3 is better
I
than
think
High School Musical 2?
3 is sellout territory.
Well, okay, do you want to know why? Can I tell y'all why?
Yeah, why?
Because I'm a sellout. No, I'm kidding. Because I actually I did that thing where you make a big deal out of asking someone to go to homecoming, and I was popular in high school. I'll say it.
Cut to Jake like 3 episodes ago.
I was bullied when I was in middle school and
every
high
day?
school.
I was bullied, but also people liked bullying me. So, like, what do you want?
Oh no.
Anyway,
so I got little rubbing shoulders with the people throwing the homecoming pre-celebration week. I already forgot what it's called. I'm an adult though, so that's okay.
I don't know, dude.
Spirit Week.
Yeah, you got it. Spirit Week.
Does that happen during?
Yeah, homecoming.
Yeah, the week of homecoming.
They had a fashion
Everyone wears
show.
like costumes every day and they're themed.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, I'm here with you, Jake.
Yeah, they had a fashion show.
0% participation rate.
And they had a fashion show, and I hijacked it to make sure that me and my girlfriend at the time, who was a cheerleader, I know, yeah, she's definitely not listening to this. I can promise you that. But all of a sudden, and while we were walking and whatever popular music at the time, all of a sudden, Can I Have This Dance from High School Musical came on, and every people I got 20 people to come out carrying signs, be like, "Will you go with Jake when I'm coming?" Ah! And then I danced with her a little bit, and then I asked her to go to homecoming.
Did she say yes?
She broke up. No, I'm kidding. She did. She did say yes.
Would be kind of sick if she'd said no. But
no, but so it was just a good I felt
memory.
main character. So yeah, I gotta give it up to Can I?
Nice.
I think it's just that song. Honestly, I don't even remember High School Musical 3.
Well, it's not a DCOM, so
we don't gotta worry about it. I do have a real honorable mention though.
Yeah, go for it.
A real one is did y'all ever watch The Proud Family? Y'all ever watch that? Proud
Family. Are you
movie?
about to say the Proud Family movie?
Yeah, but did you
know
ever
what
watch
movie
good.
mention.
Jordan Peele's Us?
Yeah.
It's the same movie. Dead ass. It's the exact same movie. No, I shit you not. It's the exact same movie. A family goes on a vacation and they meet their dark selves. And it's hilarious. How
That's
someone cut together the
wild.
trailer. I got 5 on it, the spooky version, to the trailer to the Proud Family movie. And it is so funny and it's so spot on. It's so good.
That's
Sounds
incredible.
Yeah. So that's mine. No, the Proud Family and the Proud Family movie. Such a great movie. Love that. So fun.
They actually just got a reboot.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
they
saw
did.
that. People are excited.
Yeah, Disney Plus, I think. Crazy.
Matt, do you have another one?
I mean, I could list through all the Halloween towns. I had a weird attachment, actually, as a kid to the 4th one, Halloween, the one where they're in Halloweentown College, where they recast Marnie.
I think that's people have unnecessary red flags. I think that's my red flag for you.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I loved the high school one. I was very very into that one.
Mention that.
Yeah.
I don't know, something about just college and her being recast is just funny to me eternally. I'm assuming she, I don't know, didn't want to return or what. I don't know the details behind it, so don't come after me if they're problematic.
If there's beef, if there's real beef.
I'm not trying to beef with the original girl who played Marnie in the Halloweentown movies.
I'm glad you remembered her name.
Okay, we're talking Zenon, we're talking High School Musical,
He
dude.
can't say her name. If he says her name 3 times, she'll appear behind him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I'll have beef.
And then he'll have beef.
I have another one. Kind of. So I did a lot of research trying to pick a third movie for this bracket. I didn't want to pick wrong. I ended up with Minutemen. I watched a lot of Disney Channel original movies. One of the ones that I got halfway through and then had to stop watching because it was so absolutely horrendous was Now You See It.
What's that one?
It's the magic one. It's so bad. The lead actor in it is absolutely terrible. He's a magician, but he does real magic, but he doesn't know how, and he's really upset about it. And there's this whole fake documentary TV show to try and find the next great magician. And it is absolutely horrendous. If you guys haven't seen this, you need to watch the first 10 minutes of it and you'll get it. So maybe next bracket, I'll do it.
Maybe next bracket. Yeah, I love it. We should watch it together.
Get drunk and do it.
Are you guys going on a date? Wait, can I come? Oh,
sure.
Wait,
we'll do it.
Guy date.
Well, no, you can come. We'll do it.
Hey.
We'll do it on I don't know, Friday, April 21st, or no, Friday, April 22nd.
2 days after
Sounds
the
good.
day.
Yeah, when it all happens. I mean, I think we could all probably list day in, day out our honorable mentions, because I'm sure we've got a bunch of them. Do you want to jump to some audience ones?
Yeah, let's do it. I have one from the audience that I read and I really liked, and I wish I'd picked it.
What?
The Lizzie McGuire movie.
That's
Have you
so
guys
good.
seen that?
Avant-garde, dude.
I actually
It's
just rewatched that like a month and a half
it's
ago.
actually really good, and the her playing 2 different characters kicks ass.
Yeah, it's like Gemini Man before Gemini
Yeah.
Man.
Anyway,
The audience honorable mention I want to call out. The award for outing yourself as not listening to our podcast, but still interacting
wanting
with us on social media,
okay.
goes to the guy who said "full court miracle"
With their whole chest.
with
their
I'm
whole
sorry.
chest.
Sorry, dude, but that got
Maybe
voted
he was
out
hoping
already.
for a full court miracle, and then it would,
Yeah.
Full Court Miracle has
that one was
been silently
funny.
surviving for the last 4 weeks.
Look, there's not enough representation for the Jews in DCOM, so I actually support this person not listening to our podcast if it means more talk about Full Court Miracle.
You could also listen to the podcast and advocate for Full Court Miracle, because who knows? Maybe the Jewish movies bracket.
Yo, Uncut Gems, right? That's the most Jewish movie I've ever seen.
Unironically,
that's the Jewiest movie I've ever seen.
Anyway, we're getting away from the point here. Were there any audience honorable mentions that stuck out to you, Jake?
Oh yeah, totally. I respect the fuck out of whoever pitched Wendy Wu, Homecoming Warrior. that shit fucked. But also, whoever named that movie or created that shit, man, you have a feeling it's a white guy, right?
Oh, it had to have been.
Let's play the game. Was Wendy Wu Homecoming Warrior? Let's find out.
I'm genuinely very curious. It's just when it's literally, you know how J.K. Rowling called the almost one black dude in Harry Potter, his last name was Shackles? It's that shit.
Bad,
what
dude.
the fuck up?
So who do we think named this? Because there's 4 writers.
Just name them all. If they all sound white, then we're good.
No, they don't.
Oh,
well, I guess let me this guy doesn't have a photo on IMDb.
Okay, to be fair though to the writers, it also is entirely possible that some Disney executive was like, That doesn't sound right. Let's make it Wendy Wu.
But they're like, can we please keep Homecoming Warrior? Please, please.
The two of the writers, Vince Chung and Linda Look.
Wow, 2 of 4?
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
literally
So they got
infinitely better than I expected.
Yeah,
I expected it to be 4 old white guys.
Yeah,
The
same.
other two are Ben Montanio and B. Mark Seabrooks, which feels like a fake name.
I think these are all anagrams for Wendy Wu, Homecoming Warrior.
Anyway, yeah, no,
No,
it's a fun
it's
one.
also like a fun one in like Brenda's song, you know, like get her fucking time to shine.
Who
Mhm.
is having a baby with
Macaulay
Macaulay
Culkin.
Culkin?
Yeah.
That's
Really?
insane.
In
They seem
this
so
summer's
happy, though.
biggest
Good for them.
DCOM.
That kid is made to be a child star.
In this summer's biggest
That
DCOM,
sucks.
Brenda
That
Song and
sucks.
her baby are trapped in a house with Macaulay Culkin.
Dude, I
doesn't
would
hurt
watch a
them at
Wendy
all
Wu
because he
Homecoming
loves
Warrior
them.
Home Alone like collab. I'd watch
Crossover.
that shit.
That'd kick
That'd be
ass.
great.
I'd
Yeah.
watch it too. Honestly, something I think we missed in our picking. I mean, Minutemen was pretty close to this, but there's like that era where it's like post the High School Musical, so they've kind of like got their formula going, and just like a little bit of cringe musical DCOM, like Camp Rock,
Concept
Lemonade
Camp
Mouth,
Rock. Yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
like
Mhm.
that sort of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Mwah.
Yeah.
I think that was a missing slot
Yeah.
in our
The audience
picks.
definitely talked about Camp Rock, but you remember when Demi Lovato said they were going to end racism? Because I do.
She
No,
really
do I,
yeah.
am I the
She
only one who
really-
knows these like random facts about these random Disney stars? Like, what do you want from me?
She really let you down, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, it fucking held, Demi Lovato. You didn't end it at all.
I think
We were
they
counting on
actually,
you.
I think they encouraged it. I'll be
You know
honest.
what, though?
I think,
At least Pepsi did.
yeah. No,
That's true.
Demi could learn a thing or two from Kendall.
Jesus.
God, that's awful.
Yeah.
I do in general support Demi Lovato.
In general.
I have no problems
Um,
either which way.
there are a lot of other great honorable mentions.
I mean,
Um,
yeah, the biggest, like, I think, genuine upset of, like, a matchup I wanted to see was Luck of the Irish go up against fucking, Full Court Miracle. That was, like, prime time.
I was
Okay.
I was gonna put it in, but I got a big warning.
I watched the first half an hour of Luck of the Irish in all of my research. It does not hold up in a vaguely racist way.
Oh, shit.
Yikes! That's a big yikes
Oh, shit.
from the boys at the Tough Cut.
It's pretty awful and not in a good way.
Yeah, well,
Well, that's why the Jewish one's better. I mean, at least it's a shout out for the Jews.
Jake
Yeah.
just wanted it to go up against Luck of the Irish because he wanted Full Court Miracle to make it all the way. Meanwhile, Alex said, "Too good of a movie."
Yeah, he literally said it was too good.
Well, okay, but like if you're comparing Luck of the Irish to Full Court Miracle has like interesting and deep things to say about like minorities and sports and like a ton of stuff. Luck of the Irish is just like, hey, this guy's Irish and he's turning into a leprechaun. It's like, what? Okay.
It's what happens to all
Irish people are leprechaun. Like, it's terrible.
Yikes.
So, I'm sure nothing against the person who pitched it. I'm sure they just haven't seen it in 15 years. But
what if the person who pitched it is a wild racist? Like we don't know, dude. We don't know. I don't vet these
that's
things.
true. I don't know. We're denouncing it, I guess.
Yeah, we don't support racism on the Tough Guy. I feel like that should be a given. Yeah.
some other great honorable mentions that you guys said. Someone said, "Don't look under the bed." I don't know that one, but someone said Brink, Johnny Tsunami, Horse Sense, Life is Rough, which I imagine has to be about a dog, which sounds pretty fun. Jump In, very good. Cheetah Girls 2, as Jake said. The Kim Possible movie, a great option.
Oh, fuck, yeah.
And The 13th Year, which is about a boy turning into a mermaid. Love that.
Yeah. Did we get any other honorable mentions? Did we get an email?
Oh,
my
God. Did we get an
did
email?
Get an email.
Did we get an
We
email
did.
from Optimus Prime?
Tell me. Yeah, Optimus Prime Rib.
God.
Yeah, Optimus
is.
Prime Rib.
Video.mov.
God, I'm so
Oh,
upset.
so they made a movie.
Oh my God, I have to
Or they found the
download
movie.
this. I have to download something.
Do you think we can? Hey, Optimus Prime Rib, DM us on Twitter if we can post this video on our social media.
No, then they'll give a. Oh wait,
It's a minute. It's a minute long video. Okay, are we ready to start it?
Yeah, let's watch this.
Nostalgia hit right away.
Yeah,
they're doing the big like film ribbon. Kids jumping over it,
and it's like wet. It's like unnecessarily wet.
Is this all this is? Dun, 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 dun.
No, why? How? Why is Stanley Tucci?
Whoa!
Why?
Wait, what? Did you see that? Oh, and Zenon.
Why Stanley Tucci? Why?
Oh my god.
Oh.
It's what they're made of.
Wait, did you guys? Was there music in the background?
Yeah, it was the we're all in this.
Oh my
together.
god.
And then I think they had what were the sounds of Mickey fighting.
Was that Mickey Mouse sounds?
I think so. I think those were Mickey Mouse sounds.
It was a video of scenes from Transformers: Age of Extinction. They also put Raven Simone in there, but dressed up in her outfit from Zenon. And
High School Musical, they had Troy and Gabriella.
Yeah, and there was Disney Channel stuff in it.
Do you think if we posted that without context on our social media?
So, okay, here's the question, though. Did my tormentor create that? Because if so, then I'm sure we could post it. But if they pulled it from the internet, I don't want to steal someone else's content.
I don't know. I'm kind of like scared of this video because of that reason. Because it's like either they made this or there's a community out there.
Well, okay.
There's like, because they're growing.
Because, okay, the past things that they've sent us are from years ago. They're old videos. I can't tell with this. It's just a download. I don't know.
Oh, we can, not to get too technical, but we could look at the metadata to see when the video was processed.
Oh, Mr. Privacy wants to analyze the video.
Nerd.
But I won't. Not here, not now. All I'm going to say is we should move on before Optimus Prime Rib becomes too powerful.
Yeah.
Jake, are you eating? What are you eating right now?
Are you fucking joking, dude?
No.
Did you get up while we were watching the video to go grab food?
Little bite. I forgot now you guys can see me.
Jake, we can still hear you. There's very clearly food in your mouth.
No.
Yeah, but he's hoping he'd be able to go, oh, I'm just chewing on my tongue.
I'm just... like I've done the past 10 episodes, You guys never noticed I've been chewing on my tongue?
I've got really good understanding of human beings,
Nope.
Internal and external anatomy.
Why would you say it like that?
Because I figured it out. All I'm going to say, Optimus Prime Rib, the dedication is impressive. And I just want to know if you made this or not.
I just think there's a Cole. I think there's a Cole.
He never responds to us trying to reach out to him.
Hey, we don't know it's a he. It could be anyone.
We don't. They've never responded.
I think it's an it. I'll say it.
Ooh,
I think it's
is Pennywise the clown.
It's probably a Decepticon. Like, it's probably some transmission we're getting from the past and the future, from the dark side of the moon.
This is actually a message from Optimus Prime asking us to help.
Is this our call to action?
It might be.
Dude, somewhere out there, someone's making a podcast or like a screenplay where 3 dudes doing a podcast are called to like fight crime, like, or save the world or some shit. Someone's doing
Honestly, we should pitch it to Michael Bay, so he'll make it.
Only if he includes the Romeo and Juliet clause.
Oh God, what a terrible movie!
Yeah.
And the day we actually put Age of Extinction in a bracket, I'm making a promise, Optimus Prime Rib. Whatever you are, whoever you are, we will have you on the show, and you can defend it with all your little heart. But
dude,
alas,
if you don't defend it as much as I defended Mouse Hunt, like, I don't want you to come on the show.
Guys, I do have to say, I think if that movie is actually on this podcast at some point, I won't be able to watch it, and I think I will have to abstain from every conversation that it is a part of.
No, just go off memory. Just go off core memory,
I got sick. It was awful.
It was one of the worst experiences of my life watching that movie.
It's so funny. I love it. Anything else? Any other honorable mentions you want to throw out?
So many, but I'll save them for our next DCOM bracket.
Guys,
that's right.
It's thank you guys so much for submitting all these. There was so much like love and care for this bracket. I know we're not in the finale yet, and as you could tell, we're ready to talk about it. But you guys just like were so supportive, and it seemed like you guys had a lot of fun on this one. So we're so happy because as much as we do it for ourselves, we do it for you too. Kinda.
Yes, a true, very deep thank you for everyone who's listened thus far. It seems we've had a really, really great audience reception to this bracket. So maybe we'll do another one day, and we'll see what happens.
I think we'll have to.
Legally, yeah. No, Disney reached out to me and said, we're either going to sue you or we're going to make you do content. And that's pretty much, like, you reach a point in your life where Disney comes up to you, the mouse itself.
They offered to buy the podcast. That was the email I got.
Guys, how wild would it be if we became a famous Disney product and then there were like people dressed up as us walking around Disney World?
They'd be like, who are these Jews walking around here?
Hey, full circle.
Hey, what is this? Luck of the eye? Wait, what is this?
Something about putting putting an actual Jewish movie about Jews in our podcast, just like, I don't know, open the gates to Tartarus on us making jokes about Judaism.
Yeah, I feel like it's been pent up in us for a while, being us Jews. So we needed to let it out. The next Jewish, I don't know when the next Jewish movie is going to be on the podcast. You
That's
have to
true.
take your wins when you get them.
Got to get them in now. Shall we jump to the
Wait, guys, there's a
final
Jewish
matchup
movie
here?
in our next bracket. No spoilers, but Jungle Cruise.
Yeah. It's definitely not pig. Ayo, that's a pretty good joke.
I haven't seen it yet.
No, because like
pig.
Jews don't eat pig.
Oh, hey.
Yeah.
It's a pretty
Nice.
good joke.
It's a good joke. It's a good joke.
Thanks, guys.
With that great transition, we'll jump to our final matchup here, where on one side of the bracket, triumphing over Halloweentown 2 and Smart House, we've got Zenon, Girl of the 21st Century.
Wow.
And on the other side, surpassing the Jews themselves in Full Court Miracle and Can of Worms, we've got High School Musical. So I guess I can introduce High School Musical, released in 2006, directed by Kenny Ortega.
Kenny Ortega.
I know, every time. We got Troy, we got Gabriella, he's popular, he plays basketball, she's smart, she's on the academic decathlon team. People can't do more than one thing. Psych, they can, and they're in the musical. Callbacks.
Is this the plot of Spider-Man Homecoming?
Wow. Matt, that was the best you have ever described that movie.
Yeah, truly. That was pretty good.
No notes. I just freewheeled it back. I freewheeled it for some reason. This movie just is indescribable to me. I can't do it. But that time I just went raw. I could do it. We got there.
Wow. It's going up against
victorious sip. That was really good. Good finish. Good finish there.
Stay hydrated, boys.
Hydration is important.
And everyone else.
Hydration station. Hydration space station. That's right.
Whoa!
We're talking about Zenon, Girl of the 21st Century. Released in 1999. Directed by Kenneth Johnson. The year is 2049.
Oh.
Thank you. Zenon Carr is a
Kenny
13-year-old
Ortega.
girl who lives with her family on an Earth-orbiting space station, hydration station. After getting into trouble with the space station's commander, Edward Planck, Xenon's parents punish her by sending her to Earth to live with her Aunt Judy. On Earth, Zenon experiences trouble fitting in with other kids who consider her name, space station stories, and slang to be weird. Likewise, Zenon considers the children at her school woefully out of touch with pop culture. Eventually, Zenon makes friends on Earth with two boys, Andrew and Greg, with whom she develops a relationship. Along the way, kids learn to be more accepting of one another and look past first impressions. That's just the first paragraph of the synopsis of this movie on Wikipedia. But
Dude, why are you reading the synopsis?
Because I feel like
we said we're gonna spoil the movie. And
I wing it every
we're
time.
Gonna spoil it.
In this time, you're like, I'm gonna just read what's already written.
Yeah.
Right. And I'm here to introduce Can of Worms. Can of Worms.
So can I? To just take things from the top, can I hit you guys with it's gonna be pretty high concept.
Yeah, I'm ready.
But I think it's important. Okay, High School Musical, Zenon, take all the characters, and put them in the Hunger Games. Battle to the death. Or Battle Royale, if you prefer that. That's generally my preferred canon.
I love that our go-to... Okay, audience, here's a little clue for you. If one of us suggests either some sort of fight or competition or, battle to the death, that usually means we have no more conversation topic ideas.
Talking about? That's untrue.
Whoa!
Outing us
and
right
Matt
now.
coming out with that right out the gate is really a bad sign, because he's usually the one with the conversation topic ideas.
Whoa.
It's called buying time. Okay, so it's Battle Royale between them. Who do we think comes out on top?
All the characters.
Yeah.
Bless up.
Because I think so just off the dome, I think Xenon's pretty crafty. Okay, we're this is what we're laughing about. And he says "bless up" to Jake sneezing, and you guys lose your shit. Like it's the funniest thing that's been said all night. This is what's happening right now.
This should be the show. This
is the show.
Just various instances of you sneezing and Alex going, "Bless up."
Look, I'll tell you exactly who wins.
Yeah, hit me with it.
The audience.
Exactly who wins. No, Zenon airship people versus High School Musical.
Also, the people on Earth from Zenon. So
and
you got
and it's also
boys,
not
whatever.
even versus. It's battle royale, so everyone's fighting.
Everyone's
not a
fighting
team
each
fight.
other. Yeah,
it's not team.
Yeah, exactly.
Honestly, I'm more interested in who's turning on their side first. Because they'll do factions, but who's turning?
Honestly, I think
Corbin Blue beats the shit out of the girl who says she likes to pop, lock, and wiggle to the death immediately.
Chad Danforth just turns and smashes her skull in. No weapon needed.
Yeah, no, straight up. She's like, "Stick to that, bitch," and then he leaves. It's really awesome. It's really awesome.
So I think this is an important conversation though, because so much of High School Musical is dedicated to them not supporting Troy and Gabriella. And then they're at the end of the day, they can only succeed because they have the support of their teams. I feel like...
Oh, look at you.
I feel like with that in mind, in a situation where Chad is going to kill everything in sight, can any of them truly succeed?
Can anyone stop Chad Danforth?
Can anyone stop the unstoppable force that is Chad Danforth?
I just don't think so, man.
Okay, but what happens when an unstoppable force meets an immovable object, which is Zenon?
So here's the thing. I think Xenon's really, really crafty,
Yes.
Much like Katniss is just such a genius for running into the forest.
Okay, all right.
Suzanne Collins.
Okay, there was a lot of loaded. All right, okay.
I'm not going to get into it. Not now, not yet. I do think, though, that Chad Danforth could break Xenon's little legs.
But would he get the chance? I don't think Chad has the foresight to go after Zenon first.
He wouldn't. He would underestimate Zenon. 100%.
He would underestimate her. Yeah, 100%.
The first people Chad goes for, and I think this is his downfall, is he takes out the basketball team. Because
he takes out the racist girl first. Can we please acknowledge that he kills her?
He takes out the racist girl, and then I think the whole basketball team takes out the racist girl together.
Right. Oh, we're all in this together.
Her entrails on the ground. We're covered in blood, and we feel it. And then Chad kills them, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I could see that. So here's the thing, though. I feel like Zenon, slippery little snake that she is, she may escape the brawl at first, leaving her to the later tail ends as Chad Danforth has created his roving band of expert killers.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that there are, I'm gonna throw out two maybe controversial pieces. One, if we're allowed to include him, Protozoa. He's a grown man. Generally just children.
Yeah, but so is the entire cast of High School Musical and High School Musical.
Wait, okay. So this is a different conversation that I wanted to have.
Okay, we can just move to a real
it's
conversation.
part of it.
It's about Protozoa, and it bleeds into this conversation.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Is Protozoa, the year's 2049, is Protozoa the child of Troy and Gabriella? And would Troy or Gabriella be able to kill their son? And would Chad, who probably is the Godfather, be able to kill Protozoa?
So there are two holes in your story. One, you really think that Troy and Gabriella are gonna last long enough to have a kid?
Jake, they kissed. Jake, they kissed, and Troy is probably Mormon.
And they are in
in Utah.
But the second, you're forgetting the second hole. That's what Troy said.
Oh, yeah.
You're forgetting the second hole. That's probably Chad's kid.
Ooh.
That's probably
yikes.
Chad's kid, man. That's probably Chad's kid.
Does Troy know?
Of course not. It would break him.
Aw. Physically, emotionally.
They both agreed to never tell him. It was one stupid night. That's not going to define their love.
I love that we're just weaving plots from Glee into this narrative.
Can we? So, concept. We write a cheeky little fan fiction.
Oh no.
That sets all this up. So, okay, clarifying question here then. Is this they like the High School Musical cast are like 40 years old or whatever?
In the movie, yeah.
No, not in the Battle Royale.
Yeah. They're 40.
I think then I might give it to Protozoa, because I think that the High School Musical folks who know would hesitate, and I think Protozoa could kill Zenon.
So, but how about, what's Raven Simone's character called again?
Nebula.
Nebula Wade.
I think Nebula gets a few kills in and some unsuspecting kills in.
Honestly, I think Nebula somehow has a gun. And
yeah, no, that's what I'm saying.
Someone
Like,
in the back.
I think Nebula like straight up charms the what are the people called up top where the sponsors. She gets sponsors. I feel like Nebula
she would be
gets
sponsored for sure.
She would be drawing them in. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So
She's
she
such a
gets
good
supplies
dancer.
and a gat. So
And a gat.
I don't know. Can Protozoa or Chad fight a gat? I don't know.
I don't think so.
Guys, I googled High School Musical Hunger Games fanfic.
I'm sure it exists.
It sure
there's
does.
Like 100. Yeah.
Who wins? Spoiler.
Well, I haven't read them all yet. The first one talks about how basically Gabriella has a sister who's named Monica, but she gets called in for the Hunger Games, and then Gabriella steps forward to take her place. Also,
So it's
they
just the
changed
same
PETA
plot.
and put him in District 14 instead. I don't know.
Anyway,
Mhm.
unimportant. Regardless, I think that we lean Nebula, maybe Protozoa winning. A dark horse, I think the Evanses.
Oh,
Mm.
actually,
I think they might be able to pull some shit out, you know?
So this is bad of me, but I was gonna say it. Or I wasn't gonna say it, and then you mentioned the Evans, so I'm gonna say it. I think they turn into little Jabba the Hutt, little for lack of a better word, I think they turn into slaves. I think they turn into slaves to the bigger people and give
Do you
them
want to
all
use
their
lackey,
needs.
maybe?
Yeah, that's better. They turn into their lackeys.
Here's the thing about
No,
Sharpay
I
and
think
Ryan.
they do. I think they do. I think Sharpay and Ryan are charismatic, but I think they know how to play a little bit smart and also feel like they're worthless. So I'm not going to kill them. They're worthless. I'll kill them at the end. Fuck it. They're meat.
I think
They're
Jake
fodder.
is hitting exactly on the right point. I think Sharpay, mostly Sharpay, I think Ryan to a lesser extent, he would have a redemption arc partway through. But Sharpay is classic District 1, District 2. She's coming from wealth. She's got wealthy sponsors lined up. She's going to have everything she needs while she's in there. And I think Ryan will as well to a lesser extent, but I think he has the emotional foresight to be able to adapt. This is, of course, me basing knowledge off of the second High School Musical. So if we want to discount that, that's okay. But
so in pursuit of us having more than one conversation, who are we landing? What is a top three? Sort of, it could be any of those three, depending how the sponsors and other elements play out for you. Who are your top?
I think Jake is right that Sharpay would underestimate everyone else. So I don't think Sharpay is up there.
Yeah.
I think it's tough. Can I say 4?
Sure.
Okay.
I'll give you 4.
I think Protozoa. I think Chad. I
Yeah.
think Nebula.
Yeah. Just brute strength. Yeah.
Nebula, and I think
Yeah.
Ryan.
Yeah, I do think Ryan, people think they killed him. I think they think
the PETA.
he's dead.
He's the
yeah,
PETA.
he's the PETA. I think he's the
His
PETA.
face.
Yeah. Yeah. But instead he gets completely nude and he's not a coward. Like PETA was.
If there's anything we can we can drag PETA for. It's that he didn't pull his little dick out for all those people in
He could have acted
the
like it was a
Capitol.
mushroom. Could have acted like it was a mushroom. Someone tugs on it to eat it for survival.
Whoa! Whoa!
And then
It's been a very different movie.
He's just like got a little knife. He's got his penis up, and when someone bends down to grab, he's just like. The ultimate survival tactic.
I just think you can't say that a penis doesn't look like a mushroom sometimes. And
Jake,
I think if you can, yeah.
If I am ever in a Hunger Games-esque battle royale survival situation, you have just granted me the perfect move, and I appreciate
The winning
it.
strategy.
This is the
Yeah,
winning
fuck it.
strategy.
But here's the thing.
I don't-
What if we were all in it together and every time
All
you
of
look
us are
around,
just
you would be
naked on the ground.
No, but you would be scared. You'd be running around for your life and you'd think twice about picking up that mushroom because it might be me. I would be telling everyone that that's my strategy. I would be like literally like for the whole prequel.
Just like, you better not eat any mushrooms. You never know.
So yeah, Ryan's winning. Ryan's
Imagine-
clearing.
Okay, yeah, I think at this point, Jake, perfect strategy. I dropped the top 4 idea. Ryan takes it. Imagine they have like the pre-sponsor meeting to like how they rank them and whatever, and when he just has like a palette on his hand, a paintbrush, and just drops his pants.
Yeah, they're on like a late night talk show, and where like PETA was like, "Oh yeah, Katniss is pregnant." Ryan is just like, "I'm gonna get naked and paint my dick."
And he sits there for hours.
Oh god,
hours.
that's funny. No, Ryan, easy,
Mhm.
love it.
Wow.
Okay, there was a conversation you had wanted us to talk about earlier, Alex, being how these movies, being High School Musical, is still in that transitory period, like it hasn't quite fully embraced the modern DCOM formula.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's still figuring
For
that
the
out.
better. For the better, I feel like. In my nostalgic opinion, like I think it's at the in between that's so good because it did get more audiences. Like it attracted more people. It was very popular, but it also wasn't complete shit. You know, like it also wasn't like poorly made.
Jake dragging the modern DCOM.
Yeah, I am, but I'm also dragging the previous DCOMs as well for like being like kind of at least less love. Like you could tell production value was a little bit higher on High School Musical, at least from like a technical standpoint.
Well, it seems
In my
like
opinion.
for me, it just seems like equipment. Like
Got better.
better equipment technology, and it made all the difference in just like quality of film.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. I think there's a part of me that agrees a little bit that High School Musical 2 has the opportunity to like fully embrace the DCOM formula that the first one sets up. But I also think that there's a piece where we have to put some respect on that name for like really jump starting the DCOM revolution, so to speak, because like it has become the fingerprint of the modern DCOM. Which is not to say that, it's not a drag on Zenon for not inventing a new formula, but I just think it's something that we, should throw some credit to High School Musical for.
You have to. And I totally agree. And I think where Zenon succeeds is that, like, because there's been High School Musical and because there's been stuff after and because we're older now, the fact that we still think of and can talk about Zenon in a positive light is huge as well. Mm-hmm. No one's talking about Can of Worms.
No, Disney as a company tried to actively bury Can of Worms.
Like no one, and to a certain degree, no one's talking about Full Court Miracle. No one's talking about like maybe Halloweentown during Halloween. High School Musical is always talked about, and it is important. I don't know.
I think that's a good point, Jake. I think something super important to think about with Zenon and comparing it to the old Disney Channel original movies is they were either sports movies, holiday movies, or for the most part forgotten, right? Like we've got so many movies about like child athletes, high school athletes, or like the Halloweentowns, which remain relevant due to Halloween and how they're showed every year on Halloween. Zenon does not have that specific attachment. it
Mhm.
remained in our cultural zeitgeist because of what it is. And I think that is something very admirable in a post High School Musical world. I also think that our generation, we are, tail end millennials, like somewhere in that like transition period between generations. For us, age wise, High School Musical came out at a time that was far more impactful to us than Zenon did. We were very young when Zenon came out. So we did not, if we saw it on TV, I'm sure we don't remember it from then. We only know it from reruns versus High School Musical came out at a time when we actually were able to watch it on TV. So I think that is a very important thing for us to consider as well.
Absolutely. And it's also like, it's a sci-fi. We've had two other, I think there might have been more, but like Can of Worms and Smart House are sci-fis, and like Zenon has won, Zenon is above them all. So like as a sci-fi, and not like, I think it was a really good point saying not a holiday or a sports movie. Like it's really important and cool that it was actually able to have that level of
recognition.
Yeah, recognition. Like,
yeah, I very much agree. Very much agree. And it's a really interesting point that I hadn't thought about, which is also when you measure what the time period's archetypical Disney like DCOMs looked like. It makes me wonder some of like the production pieces behind Zenon, is because this was originally, they tried to pitch as a TV series. So I wonder if this was like a real passion project for some of the people behind it. I obviously can't necessarily speak to it, but it's interesting to me.
Whereas High School Musical, no one was passionate about that shit. Literally, how uninspiring is that name?
High School Musical.
It's just, what's wild about it, it is like, it's crazy to me that it's such a cultural touchstone and had such a large impact, because it is the most generic, like, blah, like, we're going to appeal to every single person we can piece of media. And yet it just absolutely destroyed everything and changed everything for DCOMs.
Sometimes simple is better. Sometimes
it was built to do that, and it just did it so well. It is insane, though. I think what it is that High School Musical is proof that a Disney machine exists and works really, really well. And Zenon is proof that there is, creativity behind Disney as well. And when they are willing to take some risks on characters and on content, it can work as well. So I think it's a vote on how impressive the Disney formula is versus... Admittedly, Zenon is an adaptation of a story.
It is, but they didn't have to adapt it,
That's true.
What's crazy? If we had gotten a Zenon TV series, we probably would not have gotten That's So Raven. We wouldn't have gotten That's So Raven.
Oh, you're right, because she would have
been in Zenon. Because That's So Raven came out in 2001.
Oh, it was a 9/11 show? That's wild.
Well,
she didn't see it coming.
Think she see the future? What did America wish they could do at the time,
Wow.
Woo! That's our hot take on the tough cut.
That's the Disney machine at work, It's what America wished they could have done.
Fuck.
And then, which means, because didn't Corey in the House spin off from That's So Raven?
Holy shit.
Whew. Thank God Zenon didn't succeed as a TV show. Wouldn't have had Corey in the House.
Corey in the house. It's a party every week, baby.
So basically we're saying that we're rooting for Zenon's almost downfall in a way, but in a beautiful way, that like the movie exists and that's why it's beautiful, but not because it reached its full potential.
Yeah.
Wow. Do we think that High School Musical has reached its full potential? Because remember, there is now High School Musical, the movie, the series. And that's the real fucking title. And I can't lie to you guys, I've seen a couple episodes.
I'm inches from a brain aneurysm hearing that.
Isn't one of the people in it like really, really good, actually?
No, like it's not. It's not awful.
Didn't the Olivia Rodrigo, driver's license girl, didn't she come from that?
It's wild.
Which she's a nepo baby. Come on, we all know.
There is nothing that made me feel old, like a top pop song being about
Billy Joel.
I wish I had a driver's
Oh,
license.
for
And
me,
I'm
it was during like she was
damn,
like, "I
dude.
showed you Billy Joel and you didn't know him," and I'm like, "That's on them, dude. That's not like." That's, yeah, I felt old. Everyone,
Wow.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So,
Anyway.
I think I'm ready.
I think I am too.
I miss Full Court Miracle.
Vote for it then. I don't know, dude. I don't know what to tell you.
I just got to get my Jews one more shout out before this thing wraps up, because we're
I-
locking up the Jew stuff after this, guys. No more Jew stuff.
No more jokes. Not allowed.
They had too much time in the sun.
they
Us.
we comrade. Or I guess
Anyway.
yeah.
I can go first. If I voted for the movie that success would have stopped Corey in the House from existing, I don't know who I would be. So I've got to go with the archetype of the modern Disney Channel original and vote for High School Musical.
Is anyone surprised that Matthew voted for the Disney machine? Is anyone here surprised?
Make some sweet cash, dude.
My wife is in the other room listening to me record this podcast.
Yeah.
And I got a text from her about 5 minutes ago. Let me read it for you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy.
It says,
Jake and Matthew are so handsome. They're doing a good job.
also, can't believe High School Musical made it to the finale. Don't want to flat out say it's a disgrace, but it's a disgrace. So I think if I want to make my wife happy, I shall vote for Zenon, Girl of the 21st Century.
Well, Alex reads his text from his wife, where now I seem like a dick. It always
So-
happens to me.
It's either vote for the Disney machine or vote with Alex's wife.
Oh, what a hard decision, Jake.
I have my vote.
Okay.
And I know I've brought it up multiple times during this whole bracket.
Is he gonna vote for Can of
I
Worms?
feel like he's
But
going to say
no,
something
no.
about the Jews.
No, neither actually. I've brought up a lot of shit. It's 4 episodes, guys. Go listen to our podcast. But I cannot get over the fact that they told this man to shut up and dribble, and this white woman was able to say, "I'm gonna pop lock and whatever." I gotta vote for Zenon.
Okay, now that Jake has reminded me about all the problematic shit that happened in High School Musical, and Alex dropped the bomb of his wife thinks it's a disgrace, can I please change my vote to Zenon?
No,
No,
vote
you
changing.
were thinking of the money, and that's fine. You were thinking of the money in the machine, and that's honestly, that's philosophically consistent, and the viewers want that from you, Matthew.
And Matt,
They want
there's
that.
no vote changing. If we let you change your vote now, then you could do it at any point in the future, and that's no good. So
Yeah.
you made your decision, and you have to stick with it.
Well, with that, Zenon Girl of the 21st Century is the winner of our Disney Channel original movies bracket. So congratulations to them. However, we've got another bracket coming up.
There's no way they'll be able to guess. There's no way after listening to this episode they'll be able to guess.
Yeah.
We did say like 3 of the movies that were in it.
Did you catch that?
So
Can of worms.
if you listen to our slick bonus episode from last week, well, before this one, because you could be listening to this 3 years from now. I don't know. Our Oscar predictions episode. We're doing an Oscar bracket, baby. It's a yearly occurrence here at the Tough Cut. We're trying to make ourselves the 3rd most prestigious movie award show in the industry.
Mhm.
So coming at you in the Oscar bracket, we've got King Richard, Jungle Cruise, 9 Days, Malignant, Mitchell's vs. the Machines, The Worst Person in the World, Pig, and Spider-Man No Way Home.
As you can tell, we are auteurs of cinema. Honestly, I have a lot of fun with the Oscar bracket, guys. I mean, last year I literally got almost blackout drunk for another round. Fucking love another round, and that's the precedent here. So who knows what's gonna happen in this next one?
Yeah, wait, should that just be our tradition?
For Oscars?
For the
Yeah,
Oscar bracket, we
fuck.
just get very drunk.
Honestly, I'll say it.
Only for the finale.
If
because
Malignant
we
makes
start-
it to the finale, I will get blackout drunk 100%. But that's just, that's just me.
the concept should always only ever be just the finale, because we should start highly analytical early on and then devolve into chaos. In true Tough Cut fashion.
I truly don't remember the finale of Oscars 1.
I thought you were going to say the DCOM bracket finale.
It just happened. So be on the lookout for that. It should be a lot of fun. We'll be announcing the matchups in the bracket before the episode comes out, so you guys can watch along with us. So come see what wins the award that we haven't named yet. And, I'm sure the one that we mailed to the cast and crew of Another Round just got lost in the post. All the logistics problems we've been having around the world.
Time keeps on spinning.
If you enjoyed today's show, share it with a wife who's not mad at you.
Any wife. It doesn't have to be yours. Any wife.
Because you too would have voted for Zenon over High School Musical. Again, thank you guys so much for listening. The reception to this bracket has been great. We'll be sure to do another DCOM bracket in the future.
So fun.
Follow us on social media at Tough Cut Pod. That's where you can catch the announcement of what will be in the first half of the Oscar bracket. Anything else?
I still love hearing you rumble through this outro. We kind of devolve. We don't talk. We just let you do it.
Yeah.
You just let me stumble my way through it. Yeah, here we are.
Yeah.
57 episodes in.
And you still act like we're going to interrupt and help you.
Yeah, no, you always linger
do.
on your words a little bit. It's and then next, I guess we follow each other on social media.
We got there, though. We got there.
You got there. I'm going to go pop, lock, and boogie.
Okay, I wish I could